Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, Katie. 45, Mike, 45. Nice, sweetheart. Great.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On first down, Newton. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Get trapped.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 16. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Set. 180. Check. 45 to Mike. You rush.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is third and goal.
Check. 8. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check. Back. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you.
Off play action. Lawrence trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready? We're set, ready?
Check. 45 to Mike. Switch.
Great.
Slam.
Ready?
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rush in.
Gun.
45.
Gun.
45.
Ready?
Now it's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
That's it. 780.
Mike, 45. Switch up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Ready?
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you, pop.
Get it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
5.
53 the mic. 53.
5.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Look at it. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Bears.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, dude. Here I come, here I come. Let's go.
Nine yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
53 is the mark.
And we gotta get to the bar. 80 weapons. Keep moving, kill.
2nd and 1. This one into the hands of Burton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cohen. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A game there of 30 big ones. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's
right, baby. They don't want it.
They fake the give. Newton. That's complete to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a line first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first and 10, Lawrence. He finds Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Chicago.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
You draw forfeit.
53, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Deep rip.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Check now. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got Burton here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Set. 60 or.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
To throw on second down. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Smith. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check 45 to Mike. In your face.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he trucked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Here we go. 180.
Wild Bill.
What is it?
On first down, Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the Bears first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check three.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Joker.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Bring it. Bring it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tremont Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's Recon, 132 fighter.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Here we go. 60 or.
53 is mine. Check the outs, check the outs.
Check go.
On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
50's the mine. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You think you gonna get Greystone, travel. You think you gonna get this?
You go tight. You got
Smooth.
You got tight right there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
Ready. 60 out low. 45. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.